I'm going to talk about a different way of expressing concentrations, which is related to the grams per litre, but not quite the same, and that is the percentage weight per volume. So what does that mean? So that means that if I've got a concentration of X% weight per volume, that means that there are X grams for every 100 mils. Because remember, a percentage is something out of 100. So that's why it's 100 mils instead of 1,000 mils, which is a litre, which we'd more normally use. And this is actually used quite often in labs, so it is worth learning about. So let me just show you an example. So that means that if we've got 5% weight per volume, that's how it's written with the brackets and the slash there. So that means that's 5 grams for every 100 millilitres. And we can easily convert to grams per litre by just changing this volume. So this is just the same as we did in the last video. So if we don't want 100 mils, we want 1,000 mils, then this is 10 times bigger volume. So that means there's 10 times more stuff in that volume. So we times this by 10 as well. So that gives us 50 grams for every 1,000 mils. So that's 50 grams per litre. Easy enough, I think. And the other way round, so if we've got, for example, 20 grams per litre, that means there are 20 grams for every 1,000 millilitres. 1,000 mils in a litre. But if we want a percentage weight per volume, then we'd have to divide that by 10 to get to 100 mils, and then also divide this by 10. So that would give us 2 grams for every 100 mils, which would be 2% weight per volume. So let's just have a quick example of a problem you might be given. So how about how many grams, so what weight of NaCl are there in 5 mils of a 2% weight per volume solution? So what would you do here? You'd write down first of all that 2% weight per volume is the same as saying 2 grams per 100 mils. And here we're not changing the volume to a litre, we're changing it to 5 millilitres. And how do I get from 100 mils to 5 mils? I divide by 20. And so this I also divide by 20, so that gives me 0.1 grams for every 5 millilitres of solution. Okay, so we can change this percent weight per volume, which is grams per 100 mils, to grams per litre, or grams per any other volume we fancy.